Greetings, South Island CrossFit. Today is day 7 of the at-home workouts. We'll start today with a warm-up that should take you about 10 minutes. Start with a good bit of cardio where you can run or do some toe taps or some jumping jacks, but get your heart rate up and build into a little bit of a sweat. So you're going to start with a run, about 300 meters or 600 meters. Then we'll do some shoulder windmills. I like to start doing 10 backwards like I'm doing a backstroke, and then 10 forwards. Drop on the ground, you'll do 20 sit-ups. So you might want a towel underneath your lower tailbone. Touch the ground behind you, touch the ground in front of you for each sit-up. Next is a 30-second wall sit. So find a place in the wall, drop your hips to about parallel or just below, then hold that position for 30 seconds. Our next movement is 40 jumping jacks, and then you'll stretch out on the ground, take a knee to the ground, and then put your hands on the ground and lean into your forward knee. Stretch out that hip. You're going to hold each leg for about 30 seconds. Then you'll drop a little lower into a pigeon stretch, so fold that leg into sort of a chicken wing, and then hold again for 30 seconds, then do the other side. Then lay yourself flat on the ground, arms stretched out, then reach one leg over, let it touch the ground on the other side. This is called the star stretch. Our last movement before the warm-up is the arm to wall. So put your palm to the wall, then a shoulder, and then peel your torso back and hold each side for 30 seconds. We've got a new and unique skill today, the Turkish get-up. We hardly ever practice these, but today we're doing the Turkish get-up. Here's what a Turkish get-up looks like. So you're laying on your back, same arm, same leg. Sit yourself up to your hip in your hand, then swing that straight leg through, then come up from a lunge to a full stand, and then you're going to go back down the same way you came up. So put that straight leg through, hip down, hand down, and lay all the way back down. Now, many of you have probably done the Turkish get-up before, but you might not have done it the way we're doing it today. Today we're breaking it down into 5 steps: the single arm press, the sit up to elbow, the hip raise, the leg pull through to a knee, and the lunge up. So what you're going to do is you're going to use these steps, these 5 steps, and then follow this rep scheme. So you do 5 reps with the single arm press, then 5 reps with the sit up to elbow, then 5 reps with the hip raise, 5 reps with the leg pull through, and 5 reps with the lunge up. Then you'll finish that by going all the way back down the way you would come back up. So here's how that looks. 5 presses with whether you have a kettlebell, a dumbbell, or even just a can of beans, or even if you don't have anything, just use your arm, that's fine. Do your 5 on that, then you'll do 5 sit-ups. So sit yourself up to your elbow, to your hip. Do 5 of those. And once you've done 5, then you'll transition to raising your hip off the ground. So hip off the ground, back down to the elbow. Hip off the ground, back down to the elbow. You do that 5 times. So breaking the Turkish get-up down into each segment so that you can strengthen each segment, and then when you put it all together, it's nice and strong. All right. And then what you'll find, you don't need a heavy weight because your arms will start to burn from stabilizing that weight. So now you're transitioning from raising that hip up to now bringing your torso up, getting ready to go into the lunge. So swing that leg through to a knee and raise that torso up. What you're doing is really adjusting where your shoulder position is as your arm is holding that weight directly above your head. Once you've done 5, then you'll transition from that to a lunge. So go up, stand up, and then step back and do 5 reverse lunges. Once you finish your 5 reverse lunges, then you'll finish this set and go all the way back down to the ground. Then you'll switch hands to your left hand and start this again, but now you'll do 5 reps on the left hand. And once you've done 5, then you do 4 on your right hand, and then 4 on your left hand, and then 3 on your right hand, and 3 on your left hand until you get down to 1. That is the skill. Then our workout today doesn't involve any sort of weights. You just need either a place to run or some place to do some cardio, and then you'll spend 3 rounds doing 20 walking lunges or reverse lunges, 30 push-ups, and 40 squats. So start with the cardio, then 3 rounds of 20, 30, and 40. So this workout starts with a 300-meter run. If it's too wet outside, you can always replace the run with some sort of cardio like jumping jacks or burpees for 2 or 3 minutes. Then there's 3 rounds that starts with 20 lunges. Make sure when you do your lunges that you don't let your front knee track over your foot. If you need to, do some reverse lunges to help mitigate that. Then you'll do 30 push-ups. Go all the way down, chest and thighs to the ground, and push yourself all the way up. And you'll finish each of the 3 rounds with 40 air squats. Make sure you drop your hips below your knees. If you're struggling to get low, I encourage you to put some sort of box or ball below you to get down and get low. Now I encourage you not to skip the core. Core is really important for helping you strengthen your body for barbell lifts that help stabilize your spine. Today, our core work is sort of like a rotisserie chicken. Each minute, you're going to switch your position for your plank and work yourself around so you work all sides of your core. Today, you'll start with the front plank for a minute, so make sure you hold yourself in a nice front plank. Try not to raise your hips or put your hands together. You can also do the plank from your hands if it's uncomfortable instead of from your elbows. Then turn yourself over to your right side, and from your right elbow, you raise your hips off the ground and hold yourself in a right side plank. If that position is too difficult for you, you can also do it with your knee down so that you can do it from a alternate position if that's too hard to sustain yourself on that side. Then you'll flip yourself over on your back side, raise your hips off the ground for the reverse plank. Then don't forget to go back to the left side and finish the round with your left side plank. Today's mobility work will focus on your shoulder mobility as well as your torso mobility, and it should take you about 20 minutes. So you're going to start with the lower pec stretch. Put your hand to the wall, elbow about shoulder height, and then twist your body. This is a great time to check your heart rate and the time. The wall hinge. Put your hands to the wall, hinge your hips back, and put your head through the window of your arms. It's kind of like you're being arrested, but this is a good stretch for those hamstrings as well as your shoulders. Then the wall tricep stretch. Put your elbow to the wall, so whatever arm you put to the wall, then take that same leg and step back and even reach across the other leg with that leg. The forearm stretch. Get down on all fours, turn your hands so that they're facing your knees, and then pull your hips back and stretch your wrists and your forearms. The rhombo stretch. Lock your elbows together and grab a thumb, and then pull. That'll stretch the rhomboids muscles in your back. The butterfly back stretch. Get into a butterfly position, reach down underneath and grab your feet, then lean forward as far as possible. The Sagittarius. Lay on your back, pull your knee across your body, toe to the ground, keep your other hand palm flat or back of the hand flat to the ground. The last mental health exercise for the day is to make yourself laugh. Find some sort of comedy, take a few minutes and laugh, and enjoy a moment of your day. Laughter is good for the soul. Now go get it.